Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Before we get into the meat and potatoes, as always, I'm going to let you know that this video was brought to you by Print Champs. Big Print Champs in the building, man, making sure you are completely taken care of with your merchandise needs, man. You want to use code Bully10 at checkout. And yeah, man, make sure you get everything you need. I'm gonna throw it in here in the bottom real quick before we get into the meat and potatoes. We got the ski mask Howie, the hurt season hats, all of that good stuff, man. So make sure you tap in, man, with the good people at Print Champs. Do your due diligence, man. Tell them LB sent you, man. So Kellen Moore got his fingerprints on everything right now, man. This hire right here, in my opinion, it just further proves that Nick Sirianni isn't in control of much things as we might have thought. For sure, for this season, this is Kellen Moore's offense. That's the bottom line. This is Kellen Moore's offense. This offense will go as Kellen Moore sees fit. And we just got to deal with that, whether it's good or bad. There's plenty room to be optimistic of Kellen Moore, making moves and bringing his people in. But let's dive into this a little bit. The Eagles are hiring Doug Nussmeier as their next QB's coach. He's a very experienced quarterback coach, working at Alabama, Florida, Michigan, Washington, and with the Cowboys and Chargers in the NFL. A lot of people think this is a great hire. Now, the experience is there. The experience is there for sure. So I'm not really worried about that. I kind of get the sense that Kellen Moore and this guy, Doug Nussmeier, they know what they're doing. Clearly, they had a hand in the development of Dak Prescott. They've been around Justin Herbert, whether it may have been just a short time. But this is a guy that Kellen Moore trusts. And there's some familiarity and continuity there. So with that being said, sometimes you need those in some aspects. Jalen Hurts is already stepping into a new system. Why not bring the quarterback coach who is, aware of this new system on board as well? So the move makes sense. I'm not upset by the move. I have no reason to be disgruntled by the move. We've been getting a lot of flack for being overly positive about the Kellen Moore hire, but that's what we're supposed to be. If you think Kellen Moore is just trash, if I ever said Kellen Moore is trash, probably was to poke fun at the Cowboys. But at the end of the day, I don't think Kellen Moore's trash. And this season for the Cowboys, the way it ended, proves that. The Cowboys have playoff issues. They didn't have a Kellen Moore issue. Kellen Moore has led them to, division titles. Kellen Moore has led them to 12-win seasons. Kellen Moore has had them being one of the most prolific offenses in the game, for a couple of years. Now, granted, it was against the NFC East, but, you can't take that away from Kellen Moore. The issues that the Dallas Cowboys showed in the playoffs are still there without Kellen Moore. So, excuse me for being a little optimistic about this one. I think we have to give Kellen Moore a chance, a fair shake. He is the offensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles, and that is what it is. Now, I think we need to get Kellen Moore power back, if you want me to be for real. But at the end of the day, man, I really like where this offense is going. Everything looks new. Everything looks fresh. The defensive coordinators are bringing in their people to run their system. We don't have any, hierarchy or any weird conglomerate of naysayers. Offensive coordinators are allowed to do their job. Defensive coordinators are allowed to do their job. And Nick Sirianni is just going to be a CEO-style head coach. That term has been being thrown around a lot. He just oversees the product and he reports to Mr. Lurie. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you want to talk to Mr. Lurie directly, you got to go through Nick Sirianni. I think that's the kind of hierarchy that the Philadelphia Eagles want to build here. But letting Kellen Moore bring his guy in makes sense. Letting Fangio bring his guys in makes sense. That way, Nick Sirianni can stay clear of any blame that is to have for one side of the ball not being able to produce. Nick Sirianni, last year he said that was his offense. That offense wasn't good the last 7 weeks of the season. So, it makes sense that Nick Sirianni is backing off and letting the offense be the offense while the defense is also allowed to be the defense. So let me know what you guys think in the comments about this hire. And, in other news, I hear Brian Johnson is being interviewed for the OC job for the Commanders. It's just like a trading of players, if you will, that's happening within the NFC East. But it should be a really, really interesting season, and I look forward to you guys' opinions on this matter, man. Let me know what you think in the comments.